Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first podcast of the channel. This is going to be absolutely incredible. Very welcome for you to join us. This is spontaneous. So we've got imaginary mystery guests. So we are with Amanda. Amanda, would you like to introduce yourself and tell the camera a little bit about yourself?
Whoa.
Anything you want.
My name is Amanda and I'm from Sweden. And I am very inspired by Henry, so that's why we're filming this, I guess. That's it.
Perfection. Everyone give Amanda a round of applause, please.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Excellent. On my left, I'm joined with the famous, the handsome.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Elijah Phoenix. I'm from South Africa, and Henry gave me a spiritual awakening the other day.
Whoa.
So that's why I'm on this podcast, apparently. It's pretty interesting. I don't know.
Why are we having
Hopefully you have some fun with it.
It's exciting stuff. Pass it to your
Andrew.
co-host.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, this is all a bit surprising and unexpected, so yes, I'll look forward to seeing myself on YouTube. My name's Andrew. We've got a little audience, which is really off-putting. Thanks very much. I'm here.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure. We have one, we have two, we have three, we have four, we have five, we have six people behind us.
It's like
Now, we will be bringing the audience in. Very shortly.
it's like the pressure of real life.
Yes.
But yeah, my name's Andrew. We're here in Antibes. It's a beautiful summer's evening. I can see the lighthouse in the background. Not really too starry. Well, that's a plane, but yeah, it's balmy, I'd have to say. We've got some drinks and some cookies, and I think we're going to have a lovely chat with our friend Henry here. So we are looking forward to it.
Everyone give Andrew a round of applause, please. Mike's going to be bugging out. This is exciting. Now, Andrew's only joking. Of course, we're just in a studio. None of this is real. Everything around us is fake. We're in a box. This is just studio lighting, and we're sweating because we've turned the heating on. It's December, and it's all disgusting. We're time traveling right now. Can everybody confirm this is a fact to me?
This is a fact.
It's a fact. Now, everyone around the room, I want you to go in a circle and tell a lie. Biggest lie you've ever told.
Oh, dear.
I'm ugly.
That's not bad.
I like that.
I'm wearing red trousers.
I'm wearing a black pair of pants.
Oh, that's good, mate. I'm 5 foot tall.
Fair enough.
And to continue,
Pass it around.
continue to the left.
I do hard drugs.
It's a lie.
I have a really small penis.
I've seen it.
I do not have a mole on my face.
I love Henry.
We've got a hater.
I do not love Henry.
We have one audience member that
Oh,
hasn't spoken.
sorry.
Very shy.
I'm actually really tall.
Is this like the
Very
Oprah
tall.
Winfrey show when we get free stuff under our chair?
Oprah Winfrey. Well, we better get. I included whoopee cushions within the budget, so I hope it's going to be quite loud tonight.
Maybe we should aim for Jerry Springer and see how we go.
Maybe. I want to get that snake mug on that other. I can't remember the Scottish guy. I don't know what he's called.
Scottish guy.
Yeah, he's like a
I
Scottish
love
guy.
Scotland.
Yeah, he's got like a big
love
rattlesnake mug
Scotland.
and all that stuff. It's quite fun.
Wait,
We.
wait.
Now, before this camera started rolling and we got all these people involved, what were we going to talk about? What was the subject matter of this show tonight?
Do I have to grab it?
If you want to. It'll pick us up.
Yeah, what did we talk about? We started talking about your,
Podcasting.
I don't know, that we talked about astral projection, that you're an interesting person, and that you
Astral
can be your
projection.
genuine self. That's very interesting.
And where would we like to go with this tonight?
Elijah, can you help me remember? Where would we like to go with this
We were
tonight?
talking about astral projection,
Yeah.
and some spiritual stuff.
Spiritual awakenings.
Spiritual awakenings.
Yeah.
I personally had one. It was quite interesting. I haven't heard any shit outside my father say this shit, so it was quite interesting to hear you say this. I don't know. It was
I've only
it was
like seen
weird.
it on TikTok.
Oh fuck.
Kind of interesting.
Well, would anybody in the audience like to go deeper into any questions about any of this stuff? Have you got any?
Can you explain
What
to us
is
what?
spiritual awakening?
Well,
What is a spiritual awakening?
I feel like everyone that
So-
doesn't know
So I know nothing.
A spiritual awakening is when one leaves the shell, much like a hermit crab. Right, hermit crabs, they go from bigger, smaller, whatever, but they change their shell, they change their form. So all it is breaking out. So you have some things called ego boundaries. These are the bridges between you and your higher self. And your higher self is literally just pure consciousness, which is where you came from originally. So in the beginning, you come from pure consciousness, you decide where to go, and then you find a way here, you decide what difficulty level you want to set the video game, and then you come into it. So you play the game. That's why it's so hard, that's why it's so, emotional, and so much is going on all the time, because there's so many levels, and that we choose wherever we want to go. We don't have to do any of it, but we also play the game for as long as it lasts anyway. So it's just about breaking out of those ego boundaries. So you find the doors. It's a bit like if you've seen the movie Labyrinth. There's plenty of doors in the movie, there's plenty of characters to meet, and you snake your way through the maze until you meet David Bowie and see his big bulge. That's all very exciting. But you literally are just on the way to meeting yourself. That's the whole point of this, because we create ourselves a spiritual amnesia. It's the spell that we have to cast upon ourselves to forget why we did this in the first place. So it's about refiguring. It's literally going, life's really difficult. What do I want to do? Maybe I'll drink until I black out. What happened last night? What did happen last night? And then you're figuring out the pieces like the Hangover. It's just because it's interesting, and when you are pure consciousness, you're literally just God, and you're pretty bored. So you want to make your existence interesting, and you want to fill it with friends. You want to fill it with love and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good explanation.
Yeah, but it's far bigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big, infinite,
Words can't match.
infinite, scary thing.
It is.
so can you tell me about? Look, I've been on my own spiritual journey. I'm a little bit older, despite my looks. I've used plant medicine quite a few times and done ceremonies and travelled around the world and sat with shamans and done that sort of thing. But astral projection
Yeah.
isn't something that I'm familiar with,
Yeah.
and I'm keen to know what it's about and what people use it for. So, yeah, if that's something you know something about, Henry.
Yeah.
What do people use
Yes,
it
sir.
for? That's a good question.
Using it
Yeah.
for it's your practice body. So when you're astral projecting, you're in your consciousness form. You're in pure fluidarity. So it's where we go in every single dream we ever have. So every single night we come out the body, we phase out, we relax, we go into our sleep cycle, and then we shift. So we can travel. So there's lots of different realms. There's the ethereal realm. There's this realm here, the material realm, 3D realm. All of this stuff is a bit more vast, but it goes on infinitely. But there's 7 realms. So 7 chakras. It all corresponds to the same thing. So the astral realm is where we travel in that consciousness. So, and you're completely safe. It's just an imagination realm. So everything you imagine comes true, everything you construct, because this is a construct, like everything we think, everything we create, just builds more constructs. So in the astral realm, that's why we have bad dreams. It's just a projection of everything that we go through in the day.
Sorry, am I right that people use it to torment as well?
I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people are spelling out things to you all of the time. So if you want someone to think a certain way, brainwash them in a certain way, then you give them the words. This will then
Well, I don't
be
think
in their
it's a word,
subconscious.
it's also a figure as well, no?
Can be.
It's also a figure of person.
Mhm.
I've seen that. It's
Yeah.
a person, it's not just words, it's
So if
a whole
you,
human being.
I mean, anything.
People's behaviour, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about full human beings.
You can certainly have people come from the other side, like
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
That's why you get ghosts and things like
it's
this.
figures of them, but yeah.
Yes, apparitions. I mean, the more energy you feed something, I mean, we could create something right now if we wanted to. We could create
Yeah.
something positive, we could create something negative.
Yeah.
What you get in, say buildings and places and presences
Yeah.
and
It depends
demons.
on your manifestations.
Yeah, absolutely. And you need to create channels, because we're just rivers. If you create a tributary, you're creating a separate force other than yourself, which is going to seem like a significant other
Yeah.
in the life, which can either be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
a lot of the times we unconsciously are building those tributaries, which then we don't recognize because we don't recognize ourselves. Yeah, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of powerful energy. We're sorcerers, we're magicians, we're witches, we're all of this stuff. So you can create whatever you want in this reality. This is all malleable. It's Play-Doh. It's Lego.
Henry, I got a question for you.
Yes. Catch.
God, I don't need the microphone. I've got a question for just you.
Please.
Do you believe in the afterlife?
This isn't the life.
Do you believe in the afterlife, though?
Yeah.
Can you explain that further?
Yeah. Oh no. If the sound's gone, we're done.
I feel like you're asking if why don't you believe in the afterlife? Do you believe in the afterlife?
I don't know, I'm just asking him.
Yeah, so if I first of all explain it in the simple way. We can if you have a river at the top of the mountain and you have different settlements here to the bottom of the mountain, and then you precipitate up with the rain, evaporate, precipitate down again, then if you can only, as a person, if you can only recognise so much of that river on the mountain, then you've only got a certain amount to go with. That's what we got here.
Henry, you're confusing me.
Okay.
It's just like a yes, do you?
Absolutely.
Do, okay.
Yeah.
Like in a Christian afterlife or
No religion. I don't have a religion.
It's
So what makes you believe in the afterlife?
general afterlife.
From
Really,
you
isn't the
growing
afterlife?
up, have you had an experience with the afterlife
Yeah.
before?
Yeah. So the way I see it, so when I was a child, I kind of got here. I remember being a baby. I remember everything from the beginning. I don't remember before. I just literally remember driving home from the hospital. Everything.
You remember driving
What?
home from the hospital as a baby?
Yeah. So my dad, when I was born, he got rid of the Ferrari. Sorry, that sounds so crazy. My dad had a two-seater Ferrari. The day I was born, he got rid of it, and I remember the brand new car we came home in. Everything. I remember sitting in my cot, waiting like in the blanket. I'm in my mum and dad's room, and I remember from that point onwards, just cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle. Couldn't forget it. So I was thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? So when I started developing language, I didn't understand what to do. I didn't understand toys. I was very confused, very upset.
What's your birthday?
June 16th, 2000.
So June 16th, 2000, that exact day,
Yeah.
what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, I came out. I was
drove home in a red Ferrari.
not the Ferrari. The Ferrari was
Do you
taken
remember
away.
your day of birth?
Yeah,
I also remember.
Remember
Yeah.
your day of birth?
yeah.
I remember
It's-
before as well.
That would be
Are you being serious?
yeah, yeah. So, you know, and everything, and the more we add to it, the more we add to our story, the harder it is to kind of go back. But you can go back. Well, like every single one of you can go back at any single time. It just takes a bit of remembrance. But I remember people at like school when I was like 7 or 8. They couldn't remember this stuff, and I was getting frustrated and upset. I was trying to ask big questions back then and being like, why can't you guys remember, like 2 years ago, 3 years, why can't you remember being a baby? And everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And I found it really distressing and
Are
upsetting.
you remembering like just when you were born or like a few years after that?
Birth to now.
Birth.
Yeah, it's just...
You're not the only one that can remember that. But
Oh, no,
obviously-
no, no.
But
Yeah.
obviously,
Because I remember like some shit when I was born,
Yeah.
like a little bit after I was born, but I don't remember what exactly what happened when I was born. That's a bit fucked.
No, same.
You can go back, though. You can go back. It's just a lot of clutter, and we
do you
we
know?
bend...
Do you know why there is probably a small percentage of people that do have that naturally without having
Yeah.
to try that, and what
Yeah.
that means?
Yeah, so the second the ego comes into play, which is in the first few days, and it's very minute. The second we build an awareness to this reality, we start recognizing this reality as home, and we start we start getting rid of the old one. It's why a lot of if you have quite a big deep trip, you don't remember
What is
all
the
of it.
old one?
The old one, that's just pure consciousness. That's pure awareness. It's everything. That's all of this. So before you come into the construction, you come in, you manifest the construction. But you also have everyone else with you, which is your separated conscious, So all of us, we know each other from the other side, but we just don't
home.
remember. From home, yeah. Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah.
This is really. This is why. This is
I
when we
really
were
do
talking
believe
the
in
other
that.
night. This was
Yeah.
this was what I believe in my sort of explanation of things is that I like to believe, or I do believe that this is not our home. That we are spiritual.
No, it's not.
We're spiritual entities that are living in the universe, and we certain one of us decide to come here to experience, have the human
Yes.
experience.
Yes, and the human, like our human
And-
physical body.
And once we live our lifetime in this body, but this is not us, we are our
So
spirit.
what do you think life is made for then? Do you think it's made for earning money, finding a job?
No. It's purely.
But that's what like everyone's doing right now is trying to earn money, find a job.
Yeah, but I'm not. But who says that's the right thing to be doing?
You're doing it anyway.
That's the human
Well, yeah, but
theory.
because I'm living. I'm having the.
Even that though.
I'm
But it also didn't
No.
have to be that way.
because I'm in a body. I might, while I'm here, my spirit isn't the ethereal thing. I'm here. I'm learning, and everything I'm here. All the lessons I'm learning while I'm alive, I'll take that back with me home when I die, or when this body dies, and then I might say that was enough. I feel like I've learnt enough, and I will exist out in the infinite web of consciousness
So you
as
feel
a
like
spirit,
you've done that-
or
have you feel like you've done that before?
yeah, I do, yeah, but I
What makes you feel like you've done that before? Give me an example.
no, I don't know. It's just a feeling that I have.
So you can't give no example of.
Any examples? No, I can't give any example.
No, but
No,
I do believe.
but it's just a feeling that I have that I don't have a memory of anything else. I just feel like certain people you meet along the way, you can get certain people's spirits or souls. You can feel that maybe they're, I don't want to say infantile, but haven't maybe learnt as many lessons. And people that seem wiser, well, maybe that is because they've been here before and they've learnt the lessons, and that's those lessons have remained in their spirit for them to come back and then build on. It's just my opinion, but it's a nice to know, or for me, that I go, well, when this body dies, it's nothing to be scared of because it means I'm getting to go home.
Yes, and this body is nothing to be attached to.
But what's home for you then?
Well, home will be
Just
home
like
is
the
out
consciousness,
So you say
like the
you've never
awareness.
felt at home in your body right now.
We are home. We are home.
there. No, I'm not saying
It's-
I don't feel at home. I
feel
feel
that
like
way.
I feel like
Saying you're going to go home.
yes,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah. But I feel like I'm on this planet having a human experience.
Yes.
This is a playpen.
It's Earth School.
Like-
I'm here to learn,
Yes.
and then I will. When I finish, I will go back,
Like your soul is here.
and then I might decide to come back again, or I might not, or I might go to another planet, or I might decide I've had enough of schooling. Because not everyone chooses to come here, because this is the most difficult one, and not everybody wants this one.
Yeah.
I have a question for Henry. I wonder so you read a lot of philosophy, right? I've seen you read a lot of philosophy. I wonder what your approach is when you stumble across something that challenges your belief system. How do you try break down that cognitive dissonance, which is very important to try and see that point of view? I would like to know how would you break that down?
That's a good question. Well, this is going to be a bit of a mindfuck. This is going to be quite a mindfuck. This is the way I look at it anyway. And deeper I go, the more true it becomes from me personally. I think every single person on this balcony is the same person. I think we've lived every single reality already, gone through. So the universe is shaped like this. This is infinity. This is an OODA loop. So it bends in on itself. You go round the timeline continuously. So I think every single happening's ever happened. Every single shed of skin is everything. We'll be back in a minute. That's fine. We'll get another glass.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. It barely broke.
We'll get another glass. But yeah, I think we've been every frog in the pond, every fish in the sea, every single water molecule. Again, every single fibre of those lights, the wood that's grown to make this terrace, everything, absolutely everything, infinitely, all the time. And it's happening now. It's happening all the time. I mean, we've done it. We're going to do it again. We keep going because And that's why we're home, because it's all the same thing. We are home. We are. We can't not go home, because it's just all the time. So if I look at it through, if I'm trying to differentiate and I'm building my knowledge on philosophy, I'm looking at that and go, well, I wrote that anyway, but the other me wrote that. So why did I say that? What does it mean? How did I come across with that opinion? What's the point of it? And the more difficult it is, the more of a Rubik's Cube I'm looking at it as. If it's easy, there's something suspicious. I want to go deeper. If it's hard, I want to go even deeper, especially if it hurts. It's amazing. It's what therapy's for, to break your ego boundaries down, because the ego boundaries, again, they are the castle walls around us. We have the moats. We have all of the barriers. And the more we break those down, the more we start to understand every single other person. And I did not do this. I was very stubborn. I hated people. I was not a very nice guy a few years ago. Really not a nice guy. And had to get humbled again and again and again and again and again. Every book I read made me cry and upset. I threw it away. I didn't want to read these things. I denied it. I'd escape it. I'd use alcohol. I'd use drugs. All these things to try and get away from planet Earth, because it's too much. And I went, fuck, guess we better face it now. So I'm deep into those books, deep into all this stuff, absolutely listening to these conversations and going in with hopefully the opinion I'm absolutely wrong about all of this, all the time. So if I read the book, they're coming from somewhere. It doesn't matter who they are. Like, doesn't matter if it's Miley Cyrus, doesn't matter if it's Adolf Hitler, anybody. They've all constructed something in their mind which they thought, this makes sense. This must work. This has to be the way it is. Maybe it's psychosis, maybe it's schizophrenia. It doesn't matter. Whatever way the mind went, it's just a new way of inventing something. It's just creation. Everything is just creation. So I think that's the best way to answer it.
So your ideology is to, when you come across something new, to break it down into aspects of why have I, or a different person, a different self, said these things. How can I incorporate it somewhat?
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. That's quite a unique take. I like that.
Because the universe is very, very giving. So if they're giving you dangling clues all the time, there's got to be something there.
Yeah.
Every person we meet, every situation we're in, is something that is, thank you, go for it, Yeah. You go?
Go.
Everything is there to teach you something, like all the time. Because it's you shaking your own hand and giving, and it's not, whatever beating you're receiving is love every single time, no matter how hard it is. And it's disgusting what's happening in the world, but from a certain perspective, the mind of God has there's no right or wrong. It's all yin and yang. It's a singularity. There's no duality. So there's no good and bad side. They're together all the time.
For there to be light, there has to be dark. So
yeah.
Unfortunate. But if you want the light, if you want the good, you need to have the bad on the planet as well, or in the universe.
You want to say something, Elijah? Okay, so what's your opinion on a person such like myself who is an atheist, is a very much from the earth, end at the earth type of person, I'm not really into spirituality, I'm open to it, I'm happy to discuss it. And
you're open to it?
Yeah, I'm not closed any doors, but currently as a person I am right now, I'm very much a believer that accepting a religion is philosophical suicide in some sort of way, because it doesn't give you the freedom to live the life you are living right now. It always has your mind wondering about the future. So what is your opinion on that?
This is recent. This is good. This is good. So I'm currently halfway through the Bible. I've read a bit of the Quran. I've read Dhammapada. I try and look at all of them. I'm not far in at all. Buddhism as well, but every single one of them I look at, it's like chefs. You got Gordon Ramsay, you got Markiplier White, you've got Michel Roux. Every single chef writes a different cookbook. They're just saying the same thing, aren't they? In different combinations. They're trying to give you a different take, a different flavour system for the same. It's food. It's all food. It's just it's a thing that's going to build you. So I mean, if I became a heavy Christian tomorrow, which I don't think I will. But everything I'm reading in these books is going, hey, don't pick the bad thing. Don't do that. Just love everybody. Love everybody in every single way. That's all I'm getting from every single book, no matter what digestion. Bible. Also, which
What chapters have you read?
up into Matthew.
Up until
I haven't
Matthew?
done Old
Have you
Testament.
Have you read Matthew?
We're really close to the end of Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd recommend starting New Testament.
Yeah.
Old Testament's a bit fucked to start on.
Yeah, I got to the Nephilim
Yeah.
and then I started overthinking.
You
and
got the Nephilim? You got the Nephilim?
Yeah, and then every single Christian
Yeah,
I spoke
mate,
to said,
you
rewind.
You read the Old Testament and you get fucked with Nephilim, and then
Yeah.
you wanna trust me.
because
You
I wanted to.
want to start
yeah.
New Testament. You want to start Matthew, and you want to go onwards from that, and
Mm.
then after you read all that shit, you go to New Testament, Old Testament.
I want to start with Jesus specifically.
Yeah.
I thought I'd get there sooner.
now. It's a bit late now.
Yeah.
But
I'll read the whole thing through again once I get through it.
Yeah.
It's just taking little digestive
I'm
pieces.
starting on Matthew again. I've read the Bible, but I'm starting on Matthew again. It's
It takes a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah. You
There's
can
a
read
lot
the
to it.
whole. You can read the whole like lineage of
Take
life.
that man's seat. Ladies and gentlemen, co-host Caleb. Sorry, what the fuck's happening? Sorry.
Fine.
Again, this happened yesterday. Caden, oh my god. My brain. It's been a long day. What were you gonna, sorry.
I have another question for you. Okay.
Continue.
He's got some good questions, this man.
All right. So
Yes, you do.
I've read the Quran. I've read the Bible as well.
You read the Quran?
Yes. Because I grew up in a Christian house, well not Christian house, a Christian school for 13 years. So obviously I've been challenged with that a lot. And I would like to know something I've struggled a lot with is where your morals come from. Because I believe morals to be relative. I don't believe them to be a set in stone morality. So if someone who grew up around someone with morals that are different to mine, they believe that is the truth. If someone in Afghanistan believes in something, they're different from someone who grew up in a Christian household. Complete different moral system. So, it's been tough as me as an atheist to, ground my morals in some sort of system. Because I would say it's probably it's a Christian ground because I've had a Christian upbringing. But where would your morals come from, you think?
Oh, this is a good one. My personal. Do you want to take a seat?
Hello.
In fact, come here. We've got a bench. We have an excellent lineup system. We welcome co-host Autumn to the chair. There is a broken glass right here. Just mind your feet.
One. Okay,
And
thank you.
plenty of sand on the floor,
Where?
like the beach. Oh fuck!
Yeah,
Hang on.
Is there a camera?
Yes,
Yeah.
the light.
Hey guys.
The light. Let me just.
Morals. Yeah.
Morals. Okay.
Where your morals
So
comes from?
this is recent, but like, whatever you're doing in life, if you are well rested, if you're well fed, if you're everything, if you take your survival mode out of it and you get to a place of consciousness, you then start to. Everything slows down. You start to relax. And then you start to just see the path ahead. So you use your heart as a compass all the time. Whatever's happening, no matter and your ego will try and pull you away with whatever's happening.
Yeah.
It will try and magnetize you, but you can go, fuck no. Even though that thing is drawing me in, your heart will you can see the future. It's like
you inherently, hopefully, know
Yeah.
what is right,
like
regardless. In
Yeah.
any situation, in a different country with different people.
Yeah.
I think you have to, like you say, let your heart guide you on those matters, don't you?
when I used to heavily drink, I would drink and go, killing myself. I was just, my body was going, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, don't want to experience this. Same with the drugs. Every time, or whoever bad people I was with in whatever environment, my heart would tell me no. And then I'd find a way, then the ego is now a tool to create these blockages and these boundaries to get away from people that don't work. But then when you heal your systems, when you eat clean, when you become sober, you become more conscious, you become absolutely aware of where we are and what this is, then suddenly you can go, there's nothing to fight anymore. I don't need to hide anymore, which means every system comes down. You allow the barriers to come down, and now your heart has a very clear path to go. So that's the way I would look at it. I'd look at it just all of us know how to get to that fort. If we were drunk as fuck, we'd find our way. We've seen it before. We know it's that direction. It's like my mum's always in a state of like, she can never find her way. She has no idea about directions. But I just know that's her just not being conscious. She's just thought looping and all these things in her mind and all this stuff. But if she was absolutely sat and grounded, I know she'd know exactly where to go.
Morals
It's like-
is just a part of the human experience,
Yeah.
though. So like there really isn't like anything that is wrong or right. That is just like the human made up version of it. Yes, yes, it definitely is. And I feel like your deeper like soul is just like existing, like pure existence.
Yeah. So there is no
Kind
right or
of.
wrong. You can prescribe the right or
It
wrong.
really isn't. It's just like the human part of it. Kind
My
of.
brain's not
Why do good?
developed enough.
I have an opinion.
That's a very good question.
It's a
Maybe
very
you don't
ancient
have to.
question. Yes.
You don't have to. Like maybe your soul has to learn how to do bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a deep one because if you don't have those, if you do believe that morals are social construct, what is the compelling argument to do good or to do bad? You know, it's a very age-old question. It's hard to answer, obviously. So it's a tough one. But
Usually
yeah,
when we do
you
bad,
ever
we know we fucked up.
In my opinion, as a person who's read the Bible, I just feel like there's been a lot of scriptures who has said that the law is written on our hearts. Actually, it's probably the main one. The law is written on our hearts. So I don't really want to like argue against anyone, but as I'm Christian, I know, well, as me, I know that the law is written on our hearts. So you make a decision. You know what's wrong. You know what's right. You know what's fucked up. You know what's not fucked up.
Well,
Yeah, me swearing.
Someone
Okay.
told you that.
Me, it's not about someone telling you that. It's not about that.
if you grew up in
It's
a,
not. It's
can
it's
be.
about your mind telling you that.
Exactly.
You're telling yourself, if you
Someone
swear,
told your mind.
if you swear, does your mind not like second guess that swearing?
if you grew
Does
up
your
in a
mind not be like,
household-
oh wait, should I not swear?
Oh, really?
That's the point. It's the point is that I feel like that's what it says in the Bible at least. I'm not like you guys do you,
No offense.
but like for me, I feel like whenever I do something as simple as swearing, I second guess it. I'm like, wait, should I swear? Should I say like some
Yeah.
dumb stuff like flip?
But it doesn't
Something?
have to be bad. It's just because we have this.
It doesn't have to be that. I'm not saying you have to be-
Made up the word.
I'm not saying it has to be perfect. I'm just saying the law is written on our
Nobody said
hearts.
But do you think if
And-
you grew up in a household, a non-Christian household, maybe, excuse my generalization here, extremist Islamic household,
Shimmick
Yeah.
Islamic.
and you grew up believing that women were less, you know, as some extremists do. Islamic
It's
extremists,
true.
How-
It is a thing.
And your heart is telling you that that is my truth, that women are less.
Look, I'm not arguing as to how people are raised.
Yeah.
Like I'm
But that's the thing. Like
I'm apologetic towards that.
Well,
Like
of course,
I'm
but how would you if
you get affected.
you because your truth now is the scripture in the heart, you know, God's way.
at this
That
point.
person's also God's way,
Yeah.
but in a very different.
At
way.
this point, it depends on the hunger of the person. It depends on how hungry is the person to know about the different ways of knowing God, as all of us know it in different ways. So it really just depends. But I know it in a certain way. This Islamic person knows it in a certain way. You know it in a certain way. You know it in a certain way. You know it in a certain way. We all know it in a certain way.
Yeah.
So it just depends on hunger.
So who's right?
Exactly.
I mean,
I feel like in terms of
That's the thing. There is no right or
in
wrong,
terms of
all
my
is one.
in terms of my section of Christianity, I feel like there is a right way.
Yes.
In terms of Islamic way, there's a certain way.
Of course.
In terms of atheist way, there's a certain way.
Yep.
In terms of neutral, like not atheist or Christian, there's a certain way. So I don't know what the right way is. I could be wrong. He could be wrong. You could be wrong. You could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a matter of learning from different lessons.
Yeah.
Because I know through my life, I've learned a fucking of lessons. I've been through a lot of fucking tough times. I don't want to like say it out loud. In front of-
Trauma dump. Yeah.
yeah, fucking trauma down. I don't want to like. I've been through tough shit. I've grafted. I've found help to the same shit, which is God in my version.
Absolutely.
And if you guys have found a different way, please express. But in my way, I found a lot of like savior in my version. So in my way, I believe in a different way. But
I
please
mean-
express different ways.
Well, personally, I don't feel like I need a religion for me to know what I know is right or wrong, or the best way to live, how to treat other human beings, you know, talk to people, you know. But it's, once again, it's these, I'm sure, the same lessons that are said in the Bible and the Quran, you know, not to commit murder, not to steal, you know these things. And I, you know, from a non-religious person, I guess I'm happy to know that, well, at least I try to live my life in a way that I think is the best way possible for me, not hurting anybody, you know. But, you know, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but, you know, you're going to look at, like, the Zionists and Israel at the moment, and do these people... Do they know?
They believe what they're doing is right.
They believe that the Arabs in general, particularly the Palestinians, are a lesser race that should be wiped off the earth. And exactly.
How's it different to your truth? I just want to say.
Well,
Well, when it comes to truth, when it comes to truth, do you know who owns like the world? Like, do you know who runs shit? Like, you know the Rockefellers, you know the Rothschilds.
But
What do you think they are?
it's the question of no one person's truth is greater than someone else's truth, because we're all just individuals.
but when your truth
is hurting someone
is
else.
hurting other people, I think you know you're off there. But some people are so blinded by what they've been brought up and told, lied to about, essentially. It's very dangerous.
100%.
Like bringing a point.
100%.
Yes, it is.
So, if you take away all your memories, all your feelings, all your sensory perception, the body, the earth, everything, you bring it back to a single point, that is just creation. It's just love. It's all it is. So, when I read those books, they all point towards the singularity. It doesn't, you know, again, it's different maps towards the same thing, but that's I think what you meant by the heart.
But so I feel like our life, we start with that, we then go this way, and then hopefully the rest of our lives we spend trying to get back to that original point.
Absolutely.
But if it's about people that feed your not delusions, but you'll feed your truth, you have no reason to second guess that really.
Man,
You know, so it's hard to find the universal truth if there is one. You know.
That's
So,
it.
some people aren't interested about in trying to get back there, or are even aware that maybe that's something they should be doing.
Well, that would be the ego boundary playing its part.
I know, man.
So it's trying to. So
Trying
as
to stop
humans,
you from
yeah, you need
It
to.
would almost, you
need to
know, the
protect-
whole...
Because you get from fucking Genesis, you get from fucking Matthew. Matthew starts off the fucking new generation. You get from Matthew,
But,
you get
you
from
know-
fucking John, you get from all this shit. I just feel like, for me, there's different shit in the Bible that leads you to the same thing you're looking for. I'm not trying to like convince you of anything, of course, obviously. I feel like we all have different opinions, but for me, I've been led to a bit of a rounder circle. Old Testament starting off, and then you get to New Testament and you learn a whole new different like generation of shit, a whole new topic, and if you get to the end, you know a lot, like a different level of knowledge.
But I mean,
Which I'm not gonna judge you
the
for.
easiest thing to do is live this life with blinkers on. Ignorance is bliss. And the point is, once you realise that perhaps there is more to things, and you should be trying to maybe get yourself back to that point of just love and nothing else, you then bring a whole host of problems, and then you start,
That's it.
Feeling that you have to do this work, and you feel bad about yourself, and I mean, it would be so easy just to be, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna do what I want.
So that's the Nietzsche approach.
Yeah.
I don't know if you read Nietzsche before. Yeah, so of course, he believes there's no right or wrong, so why not just be bad? You know?
The bad way is always harder, because every single person learns the harder way. We learn the hard way, then we learn the harder way, then we learn the harder way, until we go, what the fuck am I doing? There's always this hurts. If you go in one direction far enough, you either, like, depends who you are. But no matter kind of, guys, do you want to move up so you're in shot? Andrew, you're just off the shot. Just that's the end of it, just there. So,
But a face of the voice.
the worse, the kind of, the more we deviate off the path. We've got a path. It's very clear. We all know our path. But the temptations on the sidelines, it's a train track going to one direction. The temptations on each sideline, on each stop, we can stop there for a little bit. And the point of it is to stop there for a little bit, to learn a little bit before we get back to the light. But if we stay there too long, then we miss a train. Then we miss a train, then we miss a train. The further we get away from the train track, we might just forget we've got a train track in the first place to go back to. That's why people get really fucked up. Yeah. And the further you get from that, some people then cannot face going back to the track, because the track is love. The track is simply vulnerability. It's going, I accept that I don't know where this train is going. I'm going in one direction. No one's told me what to do. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to do it anyway. There's pure, there's every fear, but I'll do it anyway. Whereas the other things are you know what, maybe I'll just do that instead. Maybe I'll do this for a few minutes. Maybe I'll do this. And that's absolutely okay. But that's where people get stuck. That's where people get stuck. They get stuck, and then the walls build up, and then they solidify. Then they teach their kids that, and then everyone reinforces the same message. And what happens is you create a collective ego. This is called an egregore. This is what a lot of religions can be. It's also it's an energy. It's an energy. It's like let's say, let's give an example. Like, let's talk about COVID.
Yeah.
One person says about COVID and goes, "This country's going to do COVID. You're going to do it too." No, we're not. Yes, you are, because we are going to make you believe until, even if everyone's sick, or even if everyone wasn't, depending on which way you look at it. The world needs to be told one thing in order for everyone to be comfortable, otherwise everyone fights. And if everyone fights, then the balance is all unsynced again. But if we go that way for a little bit, the more we go with it, the less, the actual more difficult it is to get out of it again. So the more you create that belief, the bigger the wall rises. And it's like my mum. So she turned on the news one night. COVID happened. She was a believer in 2 seconds. I was like, hang on, what are you talking about? She just repeated everything off the newsman's, off our Prime Minister Boris Johnson instantly. And I went, oh, so you've listened to one man, and now you're believing this, right? So you've created a solidarity within yourself. You can't see any other way, and you're stuck, like, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And this is what happens when we turn away from the track, turn away from our own truth, our own conscious, our literal sober mind, which is everything we've got, all of our creative ability. Suddenly we have no idea. We've lost the train. We've lost the billboard that said what time the train's boarding. Now we're in the middle of nowhere, don't know what the fuck to do. Let's have a drink. Let's do this. Oh, fucking hell, that... You know what? I feel I should go that way, but I'm scared. Maybe the balcony's more appealing. You know, that's when we will fight to get away from stuff so badly. Go into the deepest, darkest place of our mind, manifest it, and everything's manifestation all the time. So the more you manifest, the more scared of something you are.
Okay, no, I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, take the mic.